In other world news, polls have opened in Bangladesh in a general election being boycotted by the main opposition party. It claims there is no guarantee of fairness. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has cast her ballot in the capital, Dhaka, and says the party is a terrorist organization.
I have to prove credibility, right? To whom? To whom? A terrorist party? A terrorist organization? No. I have my accountability to people, to the people. Whether people accepted it or not, whether they have accepted this election or not, that is important.
Let's bring in Jonah Hall in Dhaka for us. So, Jonah, the polls have been open for a few hours now. Are they busy?
Well, we've visited a number of polling stations in central Dhaka, and frankly, they are not, in the first hours of this voting day, busy at all. And we've heard similar things elsewhere, and that is extremely significant if it's a trend that extends throughout the day. Why? Well, simply because the big question on this day is not who will win. That is largely predetermined. But how many people will choose to take part, knowing that the main opposition party, the Bangladesh Nationalist Party, and its coalition partners are boycotting this vote. As you said there, they believe the whole process is rigged. They say that upwards of 25,000 of their members and local party leaders have been arrested in the run-up to the election, accused of fomenting violence on the streets. They want the resignation of Sheikh Hasina, who's been in power since 2009. Her Awami League party says it's done nothing to impede anybody's participation in a vote that they insist will be fair and credible, including some smaller parties and independent candidates. Well, in the end, the only measure of that credibility becomes, as I said, the number of people who choose to take part in an election that on the face of it looks extremely one-sided.
So what's expected then in terms of turnout and what's at stake?
Well, anecdotally, this is not the first time one side has boycotted. The BNP boycotted in 2014 as well. Indeed, the Awami League boycotted back in 1996 when the BNP was in power. Politics here, a tussle between these two big political dynasties dating all the way back to independence in 1971. And each time there's been a boycott, turnout has been extremely low. The electorate, unsurprisingly, wondering what on earth is the point. But there is an awful lot at stake here, not least the political stability of this country, a country of 170 million in South Asia. We've seen pre-election violence. There are fears of more violence to come. And as well as that, concerns about the further backsliding of democratic standards in this region, a region in which India and China vie for influence, and in this country, a country in which international NGOs say serial abuses of rights take place, no matter which side is in power.
Jonah, thank you very much. Jonah Hall live there in Dhaka.